Well, hello there, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and fellow pipe smokers. This is Hunter, the country gentleman, coming at you, and of course, Tony Soprano, the clown. Seriously, you look like Tony Soprano, just 300 pounds lighter.
You look like Tony Soprano, huh? Whatever you say, Christopher.
But anyway, guys, I'm back from my fall vacation.
It's about time you got back to making another video.
Last Friday, which I was going to do a video because when I got home, I ordered some tobacco when I was on vacation, and it arrived the day of just a couple days before I got home. But unfortunately, only a few hours after I got home, I got sick, and all this week I have been sick. So I'm not sure if it was a cold or flu. It wasn't COVID or, well, the big C, since I can't say COVID on YouTube. Yeah. But took a home test, and no, it wasn't the big C. So anyway, pretty much over it now. But no, Tilly, go lay down. But I'm feeling much better, and I have some new tobaccos that I can talk about with you guys, which today's video is going to be two things in this video. The first part will be congratulations, St. David's Pipes, on your 500 subscribers. That is a milestone here on the YTPC, so big congratulations to you, David. And he asked us to do a VR, and he asked, what is a famous pipe smoker? Now, I wasn't sure if he means a famous pipe smoker or a pipe smoker that I think is famous, which I'm assuming is what he's meaning. And the funny thing is, apparently, a lot of the guys who put their answer in said it was Popeye the Sailor Man, which I think is kind of funny, you know, Popeye with his corncob pipe and all. But my answer is not Popeye. I actually have two that I would like to mention. One would be Albert Einstein. And the reason for that is I always see pictures of Einstein smoking on pipe. And also I have to give a little contribution to the pipe, maybe leading on Albert Einstein to his theory of relativity of E equals mc squared. So I'm thinking the pipe had a little bit of an influence on him coming up with that theory, because he was a pipe smoker. And of course, smoking a pipe, as we all know, helps you think. So I look at him as a famous person who smoked a pipe. But my other person, of course, is none other than J.R.R. Tolkien. And kind of the reasons behind that, of course, if you've ever read the Hobbit series and Lord of the Rings series, he very highly talks about and influences pipe tobacco and pipes. Actually, watching the Lord of the Rings movies is what got me interested into pipe smoking. Seeing the nice full wooden church warden pipes, there was just a magical ambiance to it. So that got me really intrigued in the pipe smoking. But he talks a lot about, well, I just said that. But anyway, J.R.R. Tolkien is my other one. So those are the two famous people that I will have to say. Blah. They are the two famous people I think of that smoke pipes. I apologize, guys. My mind is kind of at a blur today. So I apologize. This will probably be another shit show video like the rest of them. So just hang in tight there, guys. Oh, and by the way, I am smoking another new corn cob that I ordered along with the tobacco, which I ordered more fall blends, or they were on pipes and cigars, or no, smoking pipes is where I ordered it. These were the top 10, or I looked up top 10 fall blends, so that's what I got. I got all of the ones that were in stock. Unfortunately, there were several that were not in stock, but the one that I am currently smoking and first time today actually trying and smoking is Orlick Golden Slice, and which, let me set my pipe down real quick, which I know most of you are familiar with. I will show you the flakes anyway. So, let's see, where's the camera? So this is what the flake looks like. You can see those really nice bright Virginias in it. I believe it is well, I know it's bright Virginia, Perique, and I think there's a little bit of Cavendish in it. I would have to look that up and see all that's in it, but I do know it's a vapor, so it is Virginia and Perique. And I have to say, it is a pretty nice blend for my first time trying it. Let me get it relit for you. That wind.
The wind doesn't like us today.
No, it does not. This is why I'd love to have an actual smoke shack.
Go to a lounge.
But the smell of this tobacco is incredible. It honestly reminds me a lot of the hay fields here in Texas. Just after it's rained in fall, it kind of gives me that kind of sweet, really grassy smell that you smell when you smell wet hay. Or that's what it smells like to me anyway. But it is definitely a very forward, grassy, hay-like flavor to it, with a nice citrusy, almost like an orange citrus, I would probably say, that is in it. That's very nice. And it has a very, very nice, natural, sweet flavor to it from those Virginias. I get a little bit of Perique every now and then, kind of that peppercorn flavor to it, especially if you retro hell, you get a little bit of that tinginess and a little bit of that, more of that peppery flavor in the tobacco. And I cannot pinpoint one of the nuances in this tobacco, but it's kind of either raisiny or licorice. I'm gonna go with raisin. I think it reminds me more of dried raisins. Well, raisins are dried grapes. I guess they're not dried grapes. Raisins, good God. But this is definitely a very nice blend. Now, I don't think it'll be a blend that I would smoke all the time. I think it'll be one that I will go to every now and then. And maybe I'll see what else it does after its ages. But right now, I really am liking it. And I'm not a big vapor person. Now, it does remind me a lot of Elizabethan, which was my first ever, I think, true vapor tobacco that I tried. It reminds me a lot of that. So, if you like Elizabethan, you'll probably like Orlick Golden Slice. And it's not too bad of a tobacco. I mean, it's a little more expensive, but not too bad. I think I paid $15 for this tin, which here in Texas is almost the price that you will pay for those little pouches of tobacco now, so not too bad. compared to a $12 codger blend to a $15 tin from a reputable tobacco company.
You know, one thing that cracks me up with, you know, cigars and pipes.
So you said this tin cost you how much?
Roughly $15.
So $15. This cigar is $22. I think that's
And that'll last me a week.
Yeah, you get what, at least 12 or more bolts out of this?
Something like that, yeah. Well, maybe even more than that. Yeah, I found that one flake will fill up this entire corn cob.
How many are in here, do you know?
I don't know, I haven't counted them. Oh, and another thing I would like to talk about with you guys, if I can find it. I know last time on my video, the last video I made, I was showing you guys this brand new, what was it? Night Rider Country Gentleman Corn Cob from Missouri Meerschaum. And I mentioned that the stem was vulcanite. Well, unfortunately, it is not a vulcanite stem. It's that same, I think it's a nylon plastic, that shitty, gonna say it, shitty plastic that they use to make their stems. Seriously, Missouri Meerschaum, the price you were charging for your pipes, I would at least expect a hard plastic stem. I am sick and tired of these cheap stems because they wear out in like a week. And I'm not a heavy clincher, but I just hate that you get the terrible teeth marks in here, and then you can't pass your pipe cleaner through it. It gets scratched up, ugly, and they're charging good money for corn cobs. So, for God's sake, could you start using at least a decent plastic in your stems, or even the preformed vulcanite stems? Those are cheap enough.
Hey, I don't mean to cut off your rant, but does this keep recording after 50 minutes or does it cut off?
I don't know.
We'll
If
wrap
it
up.
needs to be reset, then reset
Alright.
it just in case.
Continue with the rant.
But anyway, that is my biggest complaint with Missouri Meerschaum, is the piece of crap stems that they use. And then you gotta spend, after you spend $20 on a corn cob, then you gotta go spend, what is it, $7 or $12 for a forever stem. So then it comes out to, you know, after shipping and everything, depending on the pipe you're spending, I mean, I've seen corn cobs go over $30 for a cob.
Then why not buy like a better quality $30 pipe with?
Well, that's
that
what I'm
kind of
about to
stem?
say. It's almost getting to the point to where you can buy a really low-end briar pipe for just $10 more.
Well,
or
you're a
so.
pipe maker. Just buy a piece of briar and make yourself a pipe.
I do have briar blocks I can turn the pipes, but I need to sell those so I can make money, so I can continue making pipes. I mean, I can do that, but sometimes it's nice to not have to make every pipe.
I know.
But and this is just for everyone else.
No, okay.
But yeah, that's my biggest complaint with them. Now, I did watch Uncle Willie's video, the one that he made yesterday, where he was talking about how much he hates corn cobs, and I could agree with him on several points. The one thing he mentioned is the shanks on his, and I guess other people, come out, and Missouri Meerschaum's like, well, just glue it back together with basically Elmer's glue, which, okay, thanks Missouri Meerschaum, that helps a lot, but I've honestly never had that issue. I've had my Country Gentleman corn cob for 2 years or so and haven't had any of these come off, but so I've never had that problem, but maybe you guys do. Like I said, there are lots of problems with corn cobs, especially since the price keeps going up, so definitely understand why so many people don't like them, but I like them for what they are. I mean, I can't afford going out buying a nice briar pipe all the time, so when I want a new pipe to try, a new tobacco blend, I'll just buy a corn cob. You know, and if something happens to it, hey, it's no big deal. You $20 corn cob pipe, I would rather
Tilly.
lose than $130
Tilly.
briarwood pipe. But
Dilly, don't need that in the camera. Oh my God, that didn't get caught up by the camera. Ugh, or by the microphone. Just hearing the dog just. Yeah.
but I can
that over
definitely
there.
understand why Uncle Willie does not like the corn cobs. And it's nice to hear people's opinions on pipes, because if you do reviews on pipes, it lets people know, well, do I want to start out with a corn cob, or should I save up and spend the money on a briarwood pipe? You know, at least a basket, $50, $60 range basket pipe.
Honestly, personally, for me, I think cigars are better than pipes.
We have far more flavors.
Pipes are for the pussies.
Well, you know what? At least I'm smoking a bowl and not puffing away on a shaft.
Oh, is that so, huh?
At least I'm fingering holes while you're puffing shafts.
Oh, so now it's getting some serious stuff here, huh?
I wasn't expecting this to be a ranting video about corn cobs and stuff. I apologize, guys.
I guess I get a little gay when I smoke, then if that's the case.
Yeah, I guess so.
No, my phone fell on the dirty
But-
ground.
Anyway, enough on complaining. I do still like smoking out of them. And like I said, they get lost, no big deal. Even though my cheap pipes like corn cobs, I still have a heart towards them. I still don't want to lose them because, you know, that's when he lost. But won't break my heart if this disappeared compared to a briarwood. So
So
And it
briarwood
is-
pipes are usually on average, what, like 40, 50 bucks?
your cheap ends are like 40 to 60 are your really cheap ones, and then your good quality ones are 100 to 150, and then you get into your artisan pipes, which can be 150 and up. Just it all depends, but your cheap ones are 40 to $60 or so.
I wish I could see the flame. It's hard to fix your cigar when you
But-
can't see your flame.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting really heavy grassy, almost like a dark grassy note from it. Maybe that's the citrus that is in there and a bit of that raisiny flavor. But I'm actually really liking it. The first time I was smoking it, I was like, I'm not too sure if I like it because I'm just not a big vapor guy. But I actually am really liking this blend. It's growing on me, I'll say that. It definitely has a kind of
You say
buttery, smooth. It's really smooth. I don't get any tongue bite at all from this blend. It behaves very, very well. Breaking up, usually I
Tilly.
hate flakes because they're,
Tilly,
when you break them apart, you know, they're
Clean
hard.
yourself somewhere else.
They're hard to prep, I guess, because a lot of them can be very moist or goopy, or I don't know, just something about these flakes. They break up very easily. I only have to roll them a little bit. They pack very, very well, light very well, and they stay lit.
Tilly! Sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt the video, but I don't think people want to hear a dog licking itself in the
You know, I get it.
gross.
So, I think, on everything that I've said about this blend, I think I gotta give it 4 out of 5 out of, or 4.5 out of 5. I actually really like it. I think it's a good blend, and I think it would be a very good blend for those who are beginner pipe smokers who may be winging off of the aromatics and getting into vapors or other tobaccos. I would highly recommend it as a maybe a first or early tobacco to get started in on smoking pipe. So I guess it gets the country gentleman seal of approval. If that was worth anything, and it's lake salt.
I guess it's worth something.
Now, Mr. Tyler over here, what are you smoking?
I am
Pardon my rudeness.
smoking a La Aurora Emerald 1903 cigar. First time.
Hmm.
Splurged one day a little because not a cheapo. It's about a $22 cigar, but I splurged a little myself.
Well, what do you think of it?
Well, so far it's not bad.
Any
I
nuances
think
or
we need a
anything
little
that
more
you're picking
time
up
in the
out of
humidor.
the cigar? See, I'm still trying to learn how to pick out the nuances in pipes. He's trying to figure out how to pick all the little nuances out in the cigar. Is it more earthy? Is it sweet? Is it savory?
I'd say it definitely has kind of a heady taste,
Oh, okay.
and sometimes a slight chocolate, maybe.
Oh, so it's got what, like a dark chocolate or like a milk
More
chocolate?
maybe towards a milk chocolate.
So it's got a little bit of a sweetness
If I
in
had to
there.
guess, yeah, it has a bit of a sweetness.
Nice.
My palate's still not well developed on cigars.
Well, you know mine is, I've been smoking pipes for years and I'm still trying to figure out how to
Definitely.
pick out all the little nuances.
Especially on the higher end ones, it's a little harder to pick up stuff for me still.
Well, that's because you were used to smoking Black and Miles,
Here's
which
Black and Miles.
is crappy tobacco leaf and filler and some old grape, which, yeah, I still love those.
Still enjoy them.
But yeah,
They're
right
far
now,
better than Captain Black grape, I can say that for sure. Man, we've been getting rain for several days
Chocolatey
in
haze
Texas, and it has just been nice. It's cool out here. The clouds now are joining us, which makes it much cooler. The wind's finally cooling down, or calming down a little bit. And the grass, I mean, it just came right back up. It was dead and brown, and now it's nice and green again. So it is nice and lovely.
I'm gonna cut again. We good.
Oh, and I will let you guys know how my vacation went. I just got to get all the pictures together. I got to get
You
a
can
lot
tell
of
them about the
pictures.
vacation. You can put them in the video as you talk about
Well,
it.
I want to do a dedicated video to the vacation because I still got to get all the pictures from Rhonda, my soon-to-be mother-in-law. So I need to get all those pictures from her, and I'll tell you guys all about our vacation. Now, I can tell you, I did get this beautiful pewter cup down in Charlestown, which I am loving this. Right now, I just have water in it. It still needs to be christened with a nice beverage, if you will. Yeah, this is a really good tobacco, actually. First time I smelt it, I was like, ooh, it's just... I don't care too much for the smell of vapors for some reason.
What
I
are
mean, I
vapors?
like
You
the
keep
smell.
saying vapors. I don't know what vapors are.
It's basically Virginia and Perique. So they call it a vapor. I'm not entirely sure why. Yeah, it's because it's not aromatic. You know, it's not topped with something.
Mm-hmm.
Which there's still a debate between what actually is a true aromatic tobacco. Just one that smells really nice and pleasant could be classified as an aromatic, even if it's not topped with a heavy topping or a light topping of some, you know, cherry or vanilla or something. I don't know if you can smell this being outside.
I'm gonna have to probably cut a little more off this and redo it a bit because the weather is not being kind to my poor cigar. I do not want to mess up the
Hey, watch your language on the channel.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought we were all adults here. I don't think kids are going to be watching.
Still,
Hey kids, are y'all watching The Country Gentleman? I hope not.
these videos, which I guess I need to start putting in at the beginning of every video, you gotta be over the age of 21 to watch it.
Well, I mean,
You know, to appease the YouTube gods.
to appease YouTube.
Just
Stupid
like
YouTube.
some child is gonna watch a bunch of guys.
Taking away our
smoking
freedom of
pipes, talking
speech,
about tobacco.
YouTube.
Yeah. Man, but I am enjoying it. Is nice out here. It's not nearly as pretty as it was up north, which to all of you guys up north with your fall, I am highly jealous because the falls up there are just breathtaking, spectacular. I mean, I've never seen something as pretty as a northern fall. And unfortunately, if we went a week later, everything would have been completely orange, yellow, red, gold. But everything was turning, so the trees were kind of half green, half orange, red. When we got more in Virginia, it was a lot more colors, and then up to Pennsylvania and stuff, things were still changing. But very lucky to see the fall up north.
Okay, that's much better draw now.
I would live up north just for your falls. Just the towns are gorgeous, all the little historical towns up in the hills and mountains with the tall maple trees, and I don't know what the other trees are, but the colors are beautiful. Here in Texas,
Don't you talk
like
bad
I
about
always
Texas.
say, it goes from brown to brown. Green and brown is about all we get. The brightest colors we get are the red oak trees here when they turn to a nice dark red color. But other than that, the rest of the trees, the leaves just turn brown and fall off. So, not nearly as pretty.
Kind of getting kind of a wine hint too.
Really? Oh, that's pretty nice.
Like a white wine, kind of.
Well,
I'm not sure if that's generally common. Maybe it's just because my palate's still not developed fully. But kind of a wine and chocolate pudding.
that's strange.
I bet there's gonna be a lot of cigar smokers who have
Going,
probably smoked
you're
this cigar and they're like,
just an
"You're
idiot."
so dumb."
It'll probably be like me on pipe tobacco. You guys are just
Probably.
going, what the hell are you talking
I thought
about?
blind people were supposed to have like excellent taste. Yes, I'm blind. My taste has been massively increased. I can pinpoint every single leaf inside.
I wish
this
I was
cigar.
one of those that could just pinpoint every individual little nuance in the tobacco.
Well, I think once you learn the different tobaccos and you know their taste and everything.
Yeah, well, I still need to just buy say,
Educate
straight
yourself.
up Virginia, straight up
Educate yourself
Brie,
and
straight up
educate your palate.
Cavendish, whatever all the tobaccos, Latakia and Kentucky, just that blend. Smoke it, figure out what the little hints of flavor are in them to where I can kind of pinpoint every individual flavor. Or the burleys. Like I know burleys will typically give off a more earthy, chocolatey flavor to it, and then your Virginias are your sweet, grassy flavor, and then your Perique is kind of that peppery flavor that you get. But anyway, guys, before this video goes on too long, this has been Hunter, the Country Gentleman, and Tyler. Well, I guess I could call him Tony Soprano right now.
I'm Tony Soprano.
The Clown.
I prefer the modern gentleman, eh?
I hope you guys enjoyed our idiotic rambling like always. And I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week. Take care, and God bless. Till next time.
And if any of y'all see my son, slap him for me. That kid needs it. That kid needs to be slapped. What am I gonna say? Go take care.